let's stay on the border this morning. House Speaker Mike Johnson right there demanding solutions at the border during a visit to Eagle Pass, Texas just this week. Now some GOP lawmakers are issuing an ultimatum here. Either you shut down the border or they will shut down the government. Right now, a group of bipartisan senators, they're negotiating on a potential border deal, but there's nothing official just yet. So with us now, we have Republican Representative Greg Murphy of North Carolina. Congressman, thanks for joining us on your Friday.
Good morning. Good morning.
Sir, I'm just curious, for starters, where you stand on this issue. You know, I think by now everybody knows and realizes that the border is a catastrophe. But do you think it's the right move to shut our government down over it?
No, I don't think it's a right move. And sadly enough, we have a group of individuals on the Republican side that have done nothing but obstruct us during this entire session. And it's not been able, and therefore, because of that, it's not allowed us to do things that we want to do. Yes, no, this is going to have to be a bipartisan solution. And these guys that just want to create chaos, I think they need to get out of the way and let us try to get a solution sooner than later. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect, Markie, but it's got to be done.
Yeah. And let's just play hypotheticals here. Let's say there is a partial government shutdown come January 19th. That means pay delays for government workers. It means disruption to some government services, right? So how long, I hear you loud and clear, you don't think this is the right play, but how long are your fellow Republicans, you think, willing to let that crisis go on top of the crisis at the southern border?
Well, I think our set of regional Republicans don't want this done at all. We want to get a solution. We first want to fix our border. That's the most important border to fix, our number one, and then supplying Israel and then supplying Ukraine, honestly, in that order. But if all we do is delay, obstruct, and act as agents of chaos, we can't get anything done. And so, you can tell I'm a little bit emotional about this. We've not been able to get anything done because these agitators have created chaos within our caucus. Speaker Johnson is a great man, a very intelligent individual, and working hard that there be a Republican solution. But if all these guys do is say no, 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 it's going to have to be a bipartisan solution.
And with nothing, getting done here, I'm curious your thoughts ahead of that GOP delegation that he led this week in Eagle Pass, Texas. What were your thoughts ahead of it? Did anything come from it, or did you think that was kind of another photo op?
No, it's not a photo op, Markie, because this is just, again. In December, we had 300,000 individuals invade our country. It's just unbelievable in any terms that you think the President of the United States is defying any of his oath in allowing the invasion of our country to occur. He's inviting it to occur. No, it's not a photo op. It's something the American people, and look, you now see New York, the great sanctuary city, saying enough is enough is enough. And so, no, it's not just another photo op. A lot of people deny that there's a problem. Right when it's in your backyard, then you'll realize it's a major problem for this country.
The other thing I wanted to pick your brain on, sir, this week, I know you heard him, President Biden telling reporters that Congress, quote, ought to give me the money I need to protect the border. Yeah. Your response to that statement, and is this fully on Congress now to get legislation on the border passed?
Well, first of all, Joe, his first day of presidency, invited the invasion of our border. We have laws in place right now that this wouldn't be caused. And remember, I think, Markie, if you go back a little bit, I firmly believe the Ukrainian situation is a direct result of what he did in Afghanistan. It left a huge power vacuum, so now we're having to deal with that. We're trying to help Israel, which is our greatest ally. But he has allowed an invasion of our country. If we would just enforce the laws that are in place, then it's done. Democrat issue is always to throw more money at it. Why don't we just enforce the laws that we have, which he's refused to do?
And, you bring up Israel, and the focus for weeks now leading up to 2024 has been the supplemental aid package and how that's going to shake out, what concessions are made from it. The House passed its border security bill, H.R. 2, last May without a single Democratic vote. Senate has not taken it up, instead focusing on this bipartisan deal, which I know, you and I have been talking about. It's still in the works. If they do reach some sort of an agreement, A, what do you expect that to look like? And B, what are the odds that bipartisan legislation passes in the House?
Well, the HR2 bill, I think, was a great bill coming out of a slim majority in the House side, and Republicans, of course, Democrats are not going to vote for it. Democratic Senate's not going to vote for it. The White House, which is Democrat, is not going to go for it. Unless we controlled all three bodies, we were not going to be able to get a Republican deal done. That said, you know, if we're going to have to do something and we really care about the border, then it's going to have to be something that passes both chambers and is signed by the White House. So, you know, I don't know exactly how this is all going to work out. HR2 was a great bill. We'll see what kind of negotiations are going through the senators, or if the speaker has to take it directly to Biden, and we'll see.
Yeah. So the story continues. I know we're all waiting with bated breath to see how this shakes out, not just lawmakers, but voters alike.
Yeah,
Congressman
absolutely.
Greg Murphy, thank you so much. Happy 2024 to you. We'll speak to you soon.
Same to you. Take care.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.